Welcome to Ordinary to Badass. Whether you're ordinary or badass, I'm so glad you're here. Today, I'm going to share 3 reasons why Dr. Alexandra Ridley or Swenson Ridley is so badass. And if you missed the last episode, Dr. Alex is big time into health, into hormones, and she's a former chiropractor. And now she really focuses on what she calls selflessness syndrome. So if you missed it, go back, listen to the last episode. Today, we're going to talk about 3 reasons why she's so badass. Now, before we get there, we do this segment called Real, Real, or Real Fake. So I'm gonna be honest, this last couple weeks has been stressful. Just a ton of balls in the air, a ton going on. We do have the summit coming up this weekend. So excited. I'm pumped. So ordinarytobadass.com/freedom. It's a financial summit, and there will be 9 experts that will be talking. It's going to be amazing, and I'm very excited for it and excited for you to hear from these experts and get ahead of the game before the new year. So ordinarytobadass.com/freedom. And then many of you still know I'm still in my day job, right? And I work in law enforcement. And so I was going through a promotional exam and had to do all the things today, dress up in a suit, and been preparing for this, working so hard for it, but it can be stressful. So today, as I'm talking to you, if you're watching this on video, I'm chilling in a sweatshirt because I just need to relax. I just need to chill. If I'm being real, I thought about not even putting out this episode because there's just been so much going on. But I value you. I value you as listening to this podcast, as sharing this podcast, like with somebody that you think it would impact, or leaving a review on iTunes. You're doing all the things. I am so grateful. So I could not think of missing this episode. So to be real, I don't have a scenario for you. Real, or real fake. I don't have that. I just have a real situation that happened to me. And as opposed to being fake and give you some scenario that doesn't provide value to you, I figured I'd be real and just keep you in the loop. And man, what do you do? I would love to hear from you. Hit me up in my Instagram stories. How do you combat when you have a million balls in the air and when you have a bunch of things going on? Mothers out there, I'm sure you have a lot going on, having kids, and then all the other life things that come up. And me, like with work stuff and this and ordinary to badass stuff, I don't consider ordinary to badass work because I love doing it. But what do you do when you have a bunch of balls in the air and you're trying to manage it all? Do you just keep going? Do you take a break sometime? I don't know. So for me, I just chose to be real today and talk to you about it and tell you what's going on. And yeah, there's not going to be a scenario, but I still want to hear from you. I love to hear from you. If you have techniques, tell me all the things so that I can manage it differently or improve next time. I'm always in for self-improvement and to making myself better. All right. With that, let's talk about Dr. Alex. And I'm going to share 3 reasons why she's so badass. First is she switched from being a chiropractor and she switched to her own online business. And this was during COVID. She was having a lot of health issues being a chiropractor. She created a business, her business was booming, and she was super excited about that, but like a lot of expenses going out the door, trying to keep things afloat. And she said that she started having health issues. She started having thyroid issues, her hair was falling out, and she gained a lot of weight or had weight issues. And she was like, there's just too much going on here. Something has got to give. Unfortunately, I'm a lot like that, that sometimes I have to wait till it's the point like something's got to give. And that's what happened with me when I was $106,000 in debt. It wasn't until it got too painful that I was like, okay, I've got to change this. Something's got to give. So if you're in that boat, like Dr. Alex, like me, and sometimes you have to feel the pain before you really make a change, that is okay. That is okay. At least you made the change. Don't beat yourself up over the time that you spent or wasted or used trying to get to that point and be like, oh, I should have fixed it sooner. I should have adjusted. Nope. You're starting right now. And that is good enough. And I'll tell you, I was beating myself up over a situation recently, like with my weight, because I wasn't eating healthy and drinking water and doing the stuff that I should be doing. And then my coach said, you know what, Marie? The moment you start, you're right back on track. It only takes one decision. And so instead of beating ourselves up for the bad decisions, let's just make that one good decision. Be like Dr. Alex. Just switch. If your job, if something isn't working for you, find a different option. I'm not saying you have to switch from your day job to an online business immediately, because the funds might not be there. Who knows? But work something out. Maybe you have a side hustle, right? So that you can transition to that eventually. Or you find a different job, you find something else that works for you. If being a stay at home mom is not working for you, then find a different option. Can you find a childcare option for your kids and go back to work if that's what you want to do? It's all about reflecting inside and what you want. If you have a job and you want to be a stay at home mom, then look at the options there, right? But if your job, if some situation in your life is creating health issues, it's creating stress, if it's creating your hair to fall out, any type of self or health issues, then maybe it's time to reflect. Do I need to get a different job? Do I need to find out stress management? Because it could be you love your job, but there's just a lot of stressful things going on. So maybe I need to figure out different ways to manage my stress. Maybe it's meditation or going for a walk or being out in nature. It's going to be different for everybody. But when we're seeing it start to affect our health, it's time to evaluate what is going on here. What can I do to improve the situation? A lot of times we know, a lot of times we think we don't have a choice, but in fact you do. So look at all your options, see what your choices are. Don't just assume that they're not possible for you. Okay, moving on to number 2. Dr. Alex is so badass because of how she manages her self-care. She talks about be, do, have. Be who you want to be. Do the things that you want to do, and then you'll have the life that you want to have. So be the person that you see yourself being in the future, and then follow out. Do the actions that are necessary. But also be with yourself. Really be with yourself. Again, that goes back to the walking, self-care, being in nature. Maybe it's listening to music for you. What are the things that really you can do to tap into who you are and figure out what it is that you want? If you have a family, you have kids, maybe it's getting up 5 minutes early, 10 minutes early, just for some self-time with no other interruptions. So be with yourself, do what you want to do, and then you'll have the things that you want. So, do you have a self-care plan? Are you spending time with yourself? 5 minutes, 5 minutes. I know Dr. Alex says 10 minutes, so listen to Dr. Alex, 10 minutes. But I say if 10 minutes is too long, do 5 minutes. If 5 minutes is too long, do 2 minutes. Who cares? Do 1 minute. You can slowly increase the time, but just start with something. Now, 2, are you doing what you want to do? What is it that you want to do? What lights you up? Make a list of those things. Be more intentional about having those in your life. And Dr. Alex says, as a result, you're going to have the things that you want. So what do you want to be? Something was flying through the air, so I just swatted it. And then what are the things that you want to do? What's the life that you want to have? Plan for that. Expect it. Yeah, expect it as if it's going to happen, because it will. If your mind is there, it will happen. Now, number 3 is Dr. Alex schedules time for her. Well, I was going to say schedules time for herself. Take that back, scratch that, slipped it back up. Haven't said that in a while. And I don't even know if I've said that on the podcast before, but she notices how she treats other people. That is important. So she notices how she treats other people. And when she's treating people badly or being a little bit snappy to her kids, getting a little bit grumpy, maybe with her significant other, she notices herself talking in a way that she doesn't like talking to that person. So that is the trigger. Notice when you're treating other people badly or when you're feeling a little bit grumpy or a little bit snappy towards your loved ones. What does that tell who? Tell who? Tell you. What does it tell Dr. Alex? She's like, that is my notification that I need to schedule time for self-care. So when she starts treating those people around her badly, then she's like, okay, self-care time. And she's intentional about scheduling it. She'll put it in her calendar, 10 minutes of self-care. And a lot of times, put it in your phone. As I'm saying that, I need to get better about that. Or I'm about to cuss, so if you have kids, turn this off or listen to it in your headphones, something like that, if you don't want them to hear it. But you schedule time for yourself, but also you can put headphones on. You can be like, I'm not even going to sing it. Like, bitch, you doing a good job. Bitch, you doing a good job. Yeah, I kind of sing it, kind of sort of, but I'm bad at singing and don't make a habit of doing that. But that was like a TikTok trend or something, like something that kept going and people kept doing it. But sometimes you need to remind yourself that you are doing a good job. That even though things are stressful, even though they are hard and there is a lot going on in your life, you are doing a good freaking job. And I, for one, am proud of you. Don't beat yourself up, but just notice. That's it. Notice without judgment. Easier to say than it is to do. I can give you that. But notice how you're treating other people and how you're feeling. If you're feeling all uptight in your body, then let that be an indicator that you need to schedule time for self-care. So, how are you treating your loved ones? You can hear my dog, Kono Bear, walking around, and I will let him out of the office right now so we can continue this and finish it without the pitter patter of his paws or him howling at us. But how are you treating those around you? How are your relationships? Are you feeling grumpy? Are you feeling on edge? Are you kind of snapping at them? Cool. Cool. Seriously, that's a sign. So take that phone out and get in that calendar of yours and schedule time for yourself. Schedule self-care, 10 minutes a day. Again, I don't care. Maybe it's 5 minutes in the morning and 5 minutes at night. And if it needs to be less than that, do it less. Dr. Alex suggests 10 minutes. So that's something to strive for. But if you can't, don't beat yourself up over it. Do what you can do. I would recommend the 10 minutes no matter what, but you do you. You have your own life, your own schedule, the things that work for you. At least get in a minute, maybe a minute in the morning and a minute at night, just to sit by yourself, take a deep breath, and relax. What is good for you? What makes you relax? What helps you to feel better? Ask yourself these questions. What would make me happy right now? Sitting with yourself will give you a lot of answers. Or at the very least, it usually gives a lot of confidence. Just sitting with yourself and being with yourself and knowing who the heck you are, knowing that you are a stinking badass. I can promise you that you are a badass and I am proud of you. And the more you sit with yourself, the more you are going to realize that. So, quick recap, 3 reasons why Dr. Alex is so badass. One, how she switched to being a chiropractor to working online, and the Huskies back in. So that was number 1. Number 2 is how she manages her self-care. And number 3 is how she schedules time for herself when she notices how she treats other people. Notice how she treats other people really is number 3, but all the same, right? Give me some grace today. So let me know on the gram, take a screenshot, share it on Instagram, let me know what you thought of the episode. And if that's not your jam, I would love to hear from you. Just hear like how we talked about real, what you're doing when you have a lot of balls in there. I want to hear about that too. And I'm giving you a lot today. ordinarytobadass.com/freedom. Let's get like ahead of your finances before 2023. Have a plan going forward. And this summit is going to help you with that. 9 amazing financial experts. They are going to help you get you there. ordinarytobadass.com/freedom. With that, we'll end the show. To all the badass women out there staying in the arena, wherever you are, whatever you're doing, own it and get after it. Peace.